eat him.
Oh man, how come we can't get the apples?
I'm a vampire. I need no apples.
There you go. There's the reporter.
Yeah, I know where he is.
Oh
Are you
yeah,
familiar
Darby.
with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
He takes care of his hair very well.
Yeah.
His hair's nice.
You gotta make sure the fro always flows.
Flow of the throw.
Exactly.
To read, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
I heard you're investigating an underground.
Oh yeah,
dispensary.
we can continue our mission.
Oh, what is
Not
this
much, I'm
mission?
afraid. They are weird.
As I said earlier, we're looking for the blackmailing.
Ah, that's right. That's right.
So we're trying to figure it out, and we think it's somebody that actually works with us.
I care about public health.
Say it louder.
I care about public health.
I care about everything involving public health in this epidemic.
Are you sure you're not
Yes.
just concerned about the repercussions that a
Yes.
scandal involving a certain nurse Crane from the Pembroke Hospital would bring?
Everybody knows but us.
We
We were the last ones to figure out.
What do you know of her?
We are so fucking dumb.
Darius.
I don't know
Darius.
much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
Boop boop.
He has no relatives at all.
No. Except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nethercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nethercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
He never goes out.
Never.
A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really?
I need to go outside to get people away from my house.
I need to go outside and waste people's time.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you
Influenza.
care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
It's
But it-
only logical.
If no one stops it, this epidemic could turn into a scourge. It may kill more people than the war itself.
Yes, this is another kind of war, but
Yes.
just as deadly. History will judge us all for what
I
we
mean,
did and what
it
we
makes
didn't.
sense to keep it out of the newspapers, but
Have you any
at the same
idea
time,
of
it's
the danger
bad to
facing
keep it out of
these
the
streets at
newspapers.
night?
I've had to run and hide more than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
Yes. Yes.
I must confess, some of my rational views have been shaken by recent events.
I'll remember to stay away from the district's roughest streets then.
What is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
Fucking doing work, man. I gotta do
To
work.
go, to inform the country.
I gotta Mary Jane Watson it, man. I gotta dig deep
Medical
after
checkup.
hours.
Yeah,
Medical
you gotta
checkup.
Lois Lane it.
Yeah, yeah.
Get saved every time just before you die.
Oh,
Medical
man.
checkup him.
He should be. Yeah, he's just tired.
Everyone's tired.
Everyone's tired.
So
Get
you
more
risk
sleep,
your life
idiots.
To reveal the truth.
You
I
need
saw
your
many
sleep.
reporters do the same during the war.
Whitechapel is the crucible.
You
of
can't
so
tech.
many
You
untold
can't report
stories and
if you
tragedies.
don't get sleep.
I want people to know them.
That's
Cool,
quite
new
honorable
hints.
of you. But is the public interested?
Not at all,
Ooh.
sir. And that's why I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
Ooh.
Breaking
No
the
jobs
rules.
for the migrants around
Christina
here.
Popper claims
Oh
she
my
sells
God.
her body because she
Did
can't
you
find
mesmerize
any other
him?
work.
Yep.
Do you believe her?
Of course.
Well, he is suggesting.
What I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Because mesmerizing is a different thing in this game.
Mr. Dark.
Wow.
I believe the situation can only improve.
Ooh.
And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
Oh shit! Women can vote.
Yay!
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Goodbye.
All right, so we gotta find Nethercott.
Nethercott.
Find the mailbox and the letter. So it's behind the chapel. They said.
Yeah, behind the chapel. Oh, that's a nice house there. That's a beautiful house.
Oh, I remember who Nethercott is.
Ooh.
Yeah, you gotta go to the graveyard. Fuck his
What
day
is
up,
that?
Chris. Fuck his day up, Chris.
What is that?
It's another vampire. Don't forget your lock on is with the right stick. So if you want to target a specific person, you click the right stick in.
Oh yeah.
Dodge a circle. You have a stamina bar, so be careful.
Oh no.
Oh shit, you got
That is
stuck.
the weirdest place to get stuck.
That is some weird geometry there. Get the other guy, because you whacked him earlier.
Glitchy,
The one on the right.
glitchy, glue. Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Ah, we forgot about that.
That's weird.
Well, they're vampires, so... Dodge it! Yeah.
I know, but...
You have enough for... Oh, hit him, hit him.
Hit him. Kill him.
You have enough for one more autophagy.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
Shit. I keep
Oh no!
Oh yeah, you have a map differently now. So it's L1 was autophagy.
Ooh. Ooh.
It's fine. It's been a while. We've been worried about looking at the fucking people.
You have been defeated.
Yeah, not dead.
But I will rise again.
What was I going to say?
You will find that there is very, very little that can kill a vampire, my friend.
So
Except for cleansing fire.
cleansing fire. So it's been a while, guys. Sorry, we were too busy looking for the Chinese people.
What?
The thing I was telling you about from the session.
Oh yeah.
So peeking a little bit behind the curtain when we were doing Shenmue,
No.
I did a little bit of research afterwards, and I was gonna play without Chris, and I just gave up because we had stopped at a part in the game where literally
I am reborn.
the game's
yeah.
writing was gonna fall apart a little bit in terms of what happens in story progression, where basically somebody was like, where the character was like, hey, how do you know about the people there that how do you know about the Three Blades, which
watch
are
out.
these group of Chinese people that have like a working union? And the guy responds, to our dismay, he just goes, long
Whoa.
time
I
ago,
dodged it, but okay.
I
Did you
was
die?
a Chinese person. And I gave up at that moment, and I was like, oh, this game has some stuff that I have to share with Chris.
He was a Chinese person? Like, how do you stop becoming one?
That's why I'm just losing my mind. He's like, once long ago, I was a Chinese person.
But
I too.
how? Why? Are you the descendant of a Chinese person or something? Are you the reincarnation? How do you know?
And how do you know? Let's find out. Dodge out.
Oof.
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
Oh, he parried that. That was weird as shit. Bite him! Bite that motherfucker!
What?
He dodged it.
What's a dazzled skull?
There's some items in there. Lots of items on the floor.
Ooh, items.
Someone died.
Yep. Oh, it was one of those hunters.
Oh.
You got a sample of blood from him.
Eat it. Or drink it.
Ooh, what's that one? The influenza quarantine. Nope.
No one's getting out of there. They're all dead.
Most likely.
Stay at home. Don't come out here!
Go home! It's no use!
I'm
Alright.
codeine.
That stupid grapple that those fucking skulls do, Chris, you remember you can't hit them out of it. We have to dodge out the way for that.
Ooh.
Yeah, you want to go in there. That's where the other guy you gotta talk to. That's the weirdo they were talking about reciting poetry.
Oh. At least he isn't like the crazy pastor.
He's a weirdo too.
Power of Whitechapel, an angel made flesh, I tell you.
He read his book through you.
Yep. That takes some skill.
I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about
Ooh.
that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet.
There is a character you will love, Chris, that will waste your time.
At your service.
This
Really?
person is amazing. Yeah, not this one. It's another character.
Beautiful.
Extraordinary
Just-
part.
Because I think there's
Beautiful.
2 people left you have not
Glad
met.
to help you if
Ooh.
I can.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane.
Boop-a-doop,
I
boop,
love
boop,
the name.
boop-a-doop, boop,
The
boop.
Crane of
Boop-a-doop, boop,
Whitechapel.
boop, boop.
Sounds very mysterious. But sorry, no, never heard of her.
What can you tell me?
But
about
you're related to that
Darius
guy. Why don't you know things?
Petrescu. Yes, I know him.
Wow.
At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius
Wasn't
is an
interested.
old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
Ooh.
Oh, is that all?
May I ask
Whoa.
what you're doing at this hour of night, sir? Do you live?
Not at all.
He's obviously reciting beautiful poetry
Yeah, but why?
and stabbing his books or impaling people with books.
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
If you say so. But as a
Okay
physician
then.
in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly
Medical
where
check.
the weak dare not.
He has the cold.
Are you aware
Is that
your
bad?
life could be in danger
I mean-
in this part of town?
But this is where I must be. To
When
feel
somebody's
the
blood
beat of
is
the
healthy,
I had to come
we get
see
more
for
power.
myself, alone.
Because you can choose to eat any of these people.
I understand.
Eat the pastor. Eat him.
He does not deserve to live.
Eat the pastor.
My cleansing fangs will subdue him!
Burn him.
Came upon you. Who would be here to help?
Cleansing Fang actually sounds like a really cool martial arts move.
Ooh.
It's like a strike of purity.
What are your thoughts on the
That
town?
does
Also,
sound
really
cool.
quick, guys, as of this timestamp, it is...
Of course.
Actually, no. Never mind, because by the time this goes up, it'll be way over. So, guys, as of this recording, it is September 23rd. Whoever watches this, go buy Soul Calibur 6 now if you want Soul Calibur games to still exist. Go buy it. Go buy the Soul Calibur game.
Only if they did really good. Go to a friend's house and play it.
Do it.
You have a
Yes.
perspective on the situation, I must admit.
Most people fail to understand my perspective.
At least he
I don't
doesn't
blame
have the
them.
Spanish flu
But How
though.
could I call myself
Then
a
you would
priest
have
if
to
I
eat
failed
him.
my feelings?
Because if you don't eat him, he could contaminate the other people.
Inspiration in Whitechapel.
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring and challenging.
Do you not
Wow.
think it a little morbid?
It is morbid.
Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse.
No, it isn't.
Wonderful Camellia.
What can you tell me about Camellia?
Not much.
Ooh,
And that's
well.
the beauty of it. She can't speak, you know. She's
Whoa.
a locked mystery who exhales kindness and sweetness.
Perhaps you're just afraid to find out.
It could be a ploy.
Mysterious.
One day, perhaps, I'll ask her to come with me. But, will she still be my wife?
Maybe she's dead. Is she dead? Is she dead?
And have you ever tried to learn more about her? Where she lives? How she survives? Whom she may know?
Maybe I prefer she remains an enigma.
That's a questionably, sketchy question to ask.
What?
Did you know other things about her? How she lives? How she survives? Where she lives? It's just that's a little bit loaded.
Gaslight, the
Yeah,
barren
you're right
trials and the
about
added
that.
Hunger under the rain.
If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and vivid
Hunger
paradox,
under the rain.
Humanity raged across each street.
Vivid, of course, yes.
Such
And what
beautiful
about the
poetry.
poignant distress.
Oh yes, the poignant distress. You see what I mean, don't you? That's what I want to write. Chapel is made of.
Everything is awful. I love it.
That's so morbid.
It is the same mindset of Berserk where it's like, I'm great because I struggle. And as long as I struggle, I will always become
Look at that
strong.
beautiful house.
This is a church.
Can we look at that? No, the beautiful house.
The little hut right here that somebody set up shop.
Can we look at that beautiful house?
Editor refusal letter. What? It's by Sycophant Publishing, limited title, Lavender Court, Camden Street in London. Dear Mr. Nethercott, thank you for sending your book of poems, Songs from the Defeated City, which we found as interesting and profound as we told you the first time we received it. Alas, in the terrible times our country is currently facing, you must understand that such a title would be totally inappropriate for any publication. Thus, since you still refuse to change your title and demand the full publication or none of your work, I'm sorry to announce that Sycophant Publishing chose the second opinion. With kindest regards, A.G. Morris.
Second option.
Oh.
Oh.
No, I know something new about
Why couldn't you just change the name,
He
man?
is a failed publisher.
Why?
Wow!
Glitchy, glitchy, glitchy.
To the electric slide.
it. This man is taking forever to load. I just want a
You can
conversation.
feel it. It's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie.
Can I be of any help?
You can see it. It's a test bug. Glitchy, glitchy, glitchy.
Do you, Richard? No, sir, I don't. I
Damn.
work so hard.
It's fucking.
I put all my time, energy, my devotion into the precise carving of your
Why? The rich art.
That is the saddest thing we've ripped out of someone's soul. Like, you don't really make money from your livelihood, do you? No. I work so hard and I amount to
parents
nothing.
pay for my rent,
So sad.
my food, and my clothes. All I have to give them.
That's so sad.
Do not believe.
You seem embarrassed.
Someday I hope to proudly.
Oh
offer my
my
thanks to my
gosh.
parents. Until that day, I'll remain the failure of a son they have to support.
That's so sad.
All you have to do is literally change the title of the book.
Change the title, man.
Oh.
Do
I have all his
it.
secrets.
Yep.
But I don't have all his hints.
You don't have all his hints.
Which
Well,
is
your life
strange.
in
How many hints does he have then?
life in London.
I
Life
have
in
3
London.
of those, but he has one more hint.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's locked.
Maybe it's coming from
Hit the touchpad.
touchpad.
You know what? It's probably just going to be somebody else telling you
Probably
drama.
from her.
Camilla.
No, it could be from Petruchio.
Could be from
Patricia.
either of them. So
Yeah, but that one person that you highlighted is the one that can't talk.
Bubble,
you know,
bubble,
she
bubble,
could say a
bubble.
million things with body language.
Or she can write it down.
Exactly.
Alright, so we gotta find the mailbox and the letter, which should be up ahead. So I love how this is paced, where it's like, hey,
There she is.
we're going in the back. Look at this guy. I'm well accomplished. And then you see a shithole of a shack.
Good evening.
So this is the character I was talking about. I'm like, you'll love this character.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
All of them are so fidgety or like
Tall,
moving
stranger
around.
meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. But I mean you no harm, truly.
Penny Dreadfuls.
Why did you think that was what she thought?
I know
Penny
what
Dreadfuls.
I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it? Tell me about Richard Nethercott. I understand he is quite fond of you, Camellia.
She doesn't speak. Why did you do that?
Oh, you just gotta check something.
It is the best fucking conversation ever. Just nothing.
Why did you do that?
Even with mesmerized, nothing happened.
Yes,
Why?
something did happen. You learn she's actually telling the truth about being mute.
Oh yeah, I love this. So you find out here she is aiding Dorothy. She helps out with the check.
Ah, I know something about you.
Wah 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 wah.
Camellia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn animal.
Why? Why do you keep doing that?
Petrescu.
It's not going to accomplish anything. She's not gonna talk.
She could talk with her hands and body.
That's it.
I don't think so.
You have exhausted all your resources. And that's her story, Chris.
You never get to see her again.
Oh, you found